is dated November 6, 1979. He was on the road with his brothers on the Destiny Tour. MJ will be my new name. No more Michael Jackson. I want a whole new character, a whole new look. I should be a totally different person. People should never think of me as the kid who sang ABC, I Want You Back. I should be a new, incredible actor, singer, dancer that will shock the world. I will do no interviews. I will be magic. I will be a perfectionist, a researcher, a trainer, a master. I will be better than every great actor roped in one.
I don't care if the whole world is against you or tease you or say you're not going to make it. Believe in yourself, no matter what.
No matter what.
Some of the greatest men that have made a mark on this world were treated like that. You know, you're not going to do it. You're not going to get anywhere. They laughed at the Wright brothers. They laughed at Thomas Edison. They laughed at Walt Disney. They made jokes of Henry Ford. They said he was ignorant. He didn't have a college degree because he dropped out of school. Disney dropped out of school. And these are men that shaped and changed our culture, our customs, the way we live.
One thing I see a lot of people bring up when it's time to realize and chase their dreams is people. Oh, I want to be a YouTuber, but my friends and family don't support me. Or I want to travel to this place, but I have no friends to go with. See, it's thinking like this that will not only have you resentful towards people, which blocks you from realizing your own dream, but it will also be the sole reason that you will never accomplish it to begin, thus causing a cycle where you resent people more and more deeply to the point where you will not only lose the ability to connect with people, but ultimately your dreams. Get out of this way of thinking or else it will cause you your whole life. With that, let me explain to y'all the art of being self-sufficient. It was November 30th, 1982. People was beating their wives and coke was what weed is today. This day, however, stood out on the calendar. This day marked a change of not only the music industry, but the whole world, continent, souls. Because on this day, Michael Jackson dropped not only the best-selling album of all time, but the greatest album to grace human ears titled Thriller. It literally was a glimpse of divinity in human audio form. The songs were a mix of soothing melodies, but still giving you that upbeat and unpredictable nature of the 70s disco-y sound. But that's not what I'm here to talk about though. We all know the effect and the result of Thriller, but let me tell y'all a little bit about the cause and the process of Thriller. Because what always stuck out to me outside of obviously the amazing lore of Thriller and the impact was how he went about making it. He said to his producers, engineers, and directors while making Thriller that it was going to be the #1 best-selling album of all time. And they laughed at this man. They didn't believe him at all, but he wrote it down. He told himself that. And funny enough, most people don't know that the original concept for the album was going to be called Starlight, and it had all these completely different songs. But after making it, and I guess he realized it wasn't really the sound that he was looking to convey to the listeners, to his contributors, to his producers, and to everybody else that had their hands on this album's disapproval, he decided to start over completely fresh. And that sounds crazy to think that the album, Thriller, the greatest album of all time, everybody that was helping Michael Jackson and that Michael Jackson had backing him was mad and disapproved of him scrapping the idea that he had to scrap to get to Thriller. It's like if he would have listened to them instead of what he knew to be his own voice in his own heart, we would have never got Thriller. But check this out though, it gets even deeper. The iconic music video Thriller that would go and be the staple that represented Halloween was originally rejected because Michael Jackson dropped Thriller November 30th, 1982. And months later, he went to pitch the idea of Thriller to his record label company. And even though his album was still at the top of the billboards, his label, the same as those in his ear when he was going to redo Thriller, thought that they had to just be happy with what they had. Mind y'all, this is Thriller we're talking about. The record-breaking, Grammy-winning, a staple for point of time, the greatest album and music video stamp. And they said it wasn't worth it, so the label didn't give him the money to shoot the iconic Thriller music video. So him and the producer of his album, the legendary Quincy Jones, decided to go to stations on TV that air music videos like Showtime and MTV, who, mind you, didn't even air black artists on their TV stations until Michael Jackson. And they fronted him the money to produce the music video for rights to air it on their stations. And that same video, well, you already know the rest of how that story went.
Very nice.
I think it was the connection.
expressive beat and rhythm and dancing and everything.
More people have come to record stores like this to buy Michael Jackson's Thriller album than any album in the history of music.
We love him. We all love him. All the kids, the whole family, everybody. We all love him.
But it's so crazy to think that his label didn't believe in the thing. To us looking back, that was obviously greatness. But see, that's the thing with yourself and greatness. It's not others' obligations to acknowledge or see your greatness. And oftentimes people will not be there to see your morning work. And even if they do, oftentimes they will only watch, shame, and even make fun of you. But they will always be there to enjoy your sunshine, which is why you have to learn to be self-sufficient. I don't mean this in one of those motivational TikTok ways where I'm saying you should be lonely, go ghost on everybody, cut everybody off, cut your friends off, not respond to nobody. Not like that. Because we all need somebody in life. We all need people to help us, pick us up, and support us, and help push us through things. But more in a sense of don't be waiting on anybody else for your life. Don't expect anybody else to believe in you because you gotta believe in you. You have to be self-sufficient for any success in life. Because more times than not, especially with the greatest ideas, people never see them. They never understand the person that says, I'm about to do this thing that I believe I'm gonna do, until they do it. When you realize that your life and destiny is in your own hands, that you drive the steering wheel and everybody else is just a passenger in your car, that is when you win the race. And that is the art of being self-sufficient.
God's little. Right, drop the beat.